dude. I heard the juice. You want to hear it? Okay, here goes. This is just between you and me, okay? Get this. So, next month, I heard we have 3 fine-looking teachers coming in. After Miss Kano leaves, the faculty roster kind of loses its spark, you know? Miss Toriumi has that weird secret, Miss Onishi is obsessed with medicine, and Miss Terauchi is like going to India or somewhere. I mean, come on, even our school nurse is a guy. Sure, guy nurses are out there, but we could do better than... He's got some kind of anti-hooky agenda. Speak of the devil, you don't look so good. You need to go see that devil nurse? If that's the case, sorry dude, but you're on your own. I refuse to set foot in that so-called nurse's office. Oh, and those new teachers are coming by today to check out the campus. I'm thinking about hanging around the faculty office to scope them out. Wanna come? There you go again. Always, but look, we got electives to choose next year, so we've got to make sure we choose the right one. If you catch my... Wait a minute. Oh! Sorry, man, I gotta split before she gets... my little... She'll be coming here starting next month, so she's gonna swing by today and look around. I'm not gonna be her damn tour guide. I don't want to be seen leading her around by the hand. I wish I had an older sister and... Well, anyway, I'm gonna jet.
Sorry, I was just thinking about you. Can we go you look like you could use some rest anyway. Don't worry about it. I'll see you later then.
Andre. Oh, too long. Oh, this letter was sent to the school. It looks... Wait, is this actually for you? It's from an Andre. The only one that comes to mind is Bebe.
Hello, it is me, Bebe. Writing in your language is difficult, so forgive me if it is hard to read. I learned a lot in Japan, but I still need lots of help. I write this with a dictionary. I showed Uncle the kimono. He said many wonderful... He said Japan is a great country. I was thrilled to hear it. So I tell Uncle that I want to go back to Japan. I tell him over and over. Finally, he says, okay. But I decided not to go back. I am sorry. I said I didn't know. My aunt was not the only one who helped me study abroad. Uncle, relatives, neighbors. So many people helped. They all wanted me to go back. They said they would help pay for it. But Uncle is sad after he lost my aunt. While Uncle grieves, I would not be able to enjoy myself in Japan. I cannot take everyone's money for my own fun. Besides, I can learn about Japan here in France. And so, in France, I will stay. Someday, I will return to Japan on my own, without anyone's help. I reflected on how fun it was to make clothes with you. So I enrolled in fashion school. I made some clothes for the school contest. And I won first prize. I have come up with a name for my winning a very wonderful name, I think. It is a name that means a lot to me. Japan and France, you and me, all so far apart. But I am always here for you. No amount of distance will ever change that. Every day was so much fun. More fun than I have ever had. I hope I get to see you again someday. To my precious friend, Bebe.
Oh, hey! Are you going home? Okay, then I am. At least I want to, but I've actually got somewhere to be. I'll tell you, but I'm going to to the public, because, like, there weren't any books about sports physiology and stuff at the school library. I'm gonna head out first to get some studying done. Then again, since we've already bumped into each other, I kind of want to chat. Want to walk me to the end? Well, then, guess I'll see ya. Gotta go home and stuff. Oh, you know Hey, remember what I told you before? About finally I never had anything to work towards until now, so I'll admit I'd been slacking up. To be honest, my grades really suck. It's been tough getting them back up, and that's why I need to work harder. I really, really want to hang out with you. I want to be with you. But I gotta be patient. That's what I have to keep telling. I want to take my dream into my own hands and stand next to you with my head held. I want us to walk towards the future together. You just watch. I'm gonna be so much more irresistible by then. I bet you'll fall in love with me all over again. Just kidding. But that's why I need to be patient for now. Oh, I know. Don't they say that food tastes the best after you've tried your hardest in a match? Well, this is just like that. If we're patient now and cool off for a while, then maybe later... Wait up! What are you even making me say? Anyway, that's all I have to say. See ya! Well...
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to spy, but you're going out with Yuko, aren't you? I noticed she's been way more motivated lately. So you're the reason, huh? She even took a look at my knee with this huge book, pointing out all the muscle groups and where She really knows her stuff now. Guess that's the power of love. Well, she's a great girl. Better not catch you making her cry, but I guess I'm the last person you want to hear that from. Besides, you're not that kind of guy. Oh, right. I went back to the hospital to get a checkup on my... The results are... It's 100% healed! They said I can run all I want now! Dude, I was so happy, I almost broke the doctor's back. I hugged him so hard. But thinking about how would things have gone if I'd kept running through the pain? I was pushing too hard, only thinking about myself. I got pissed off when things didn't go my way, so I threw out the advice I got and shot my knee to hell. Man, I was such a moron. At least I can see it now. I kept saying it was all for my nephew, but in the end, it was just about my own damn... I got you, everyone on the team, and my parents all worried about me. I didn't even stop to notice. I was a real selfish brat. Well, it took me this long, but at least I finally snapped out of it. Thanks, man. It's because of you I'm standing here on 2 feet. I swear, things will be different from here on out. I want to repay you all for what you've done for me. No more stubborn pride. I'm gonna listen to what others have to say. Even when it's not what I want to hear. Well, that's about it. I just wanted you to be the one I break the news to first. I'll run around to the faculty office and club room later to let everyone else know. Have a good one.
Oh, it's you. You don't look so good. Is the weather getting to you? It's been getting warmer. It's already March. There's something I wanted to... Well, we're in the same grade, so I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to talk. Even so, I wanted to say this while we're both still on the student. I'm going to quit. Well, this semester is just about wrapping up. All this means is I'm not going to apply next year. That cigarette business gave me a lot to think about. This may sound odd, but do you think this country is headed in the right direction? I see. Up until January, there was a sinister cult growing in popularity, a society without a future. For many people out there, that's the reality. I was thinking how we could change that, and what it would take to change society. My answer to that used to be reform by those in power. I thought that was the only way. But starting a revolution just because you have the power to do so creates more problems. That's what the cigarette incident taught me. I realized how naive I had been. And it helped me arrive at a different answer. I think the best thing for society is educate. Every last individual that makes up our society should have a right to education of heart and mind. I really believe that's what we need the most. And so, I'm thinking of becoming a teacher. A society is shaped by its people. Every person I help grow helps society grow by extension. You're not To be honest, I'm amused by the prospect myself. I don't know if I'd make a good teacher. My students would probably hate. That's all I wanted to tell you. That, and to say this was all because of you. So, thank you.
Oh! This came for you. It's from Hayase. I bet his school is sorry he's gone. Oof, he was a heck of an athlete. But it's good news for us. Now there's nothing standing between us and total victory. Well, I'll see you around.
How's it going? I don't know your address, so I'm sending this to the school. I'm doing good. I'm starting to get used to the job, too. The real reason I'm writing is because of track. Before, I'd pretty much given up hope of ever continuing.
È solo perché non l'hai giocato, Reed. Ma un attimo, devo andare ad insultare Emma perché gli ho detto di giocare insieme ed è partito da solo. Cioè, non è che può aspettare tipo una mezz'oretta. E non lo giocherai, allora non puoi dire che è un gioco brutto.
Except there was a part of me that refused to let it go. I don't care what it sounds like. Track and field was my whole life. I guess the factory manager realized what's up and he wants to help me out. We're gonna make a track team here. Well, I call it a team, but it's really just a few guys at the factory. We practice after work and sometimes on our days off. The other day we did endurance swimming at Lake Biwa. We've even climbed Mount EA. We don't have fancy equipment like before, so we're not as efficient. But I'm still... Most of the guys are just in it for fun, so I don't really get to do it. But I guess it'll even the playing field for them. How about you? You're still at... I'm sure you're just gonna keep getting better and better. It's weird how badly I want to see you improve. Look, one day, you and I are gonna go at it again. And if I'm gonna be a good rival, then I've got a lot of work to do. It feels nice having a goal to work toward. Almost forgot what it was like. Oh yeah, and my mom's getting better. She's in a long-term care facility with lots of fresh air. My relatives and friends come by the house, so my siblings are in good hands too. Things have been pretty great these days. I feel like I can take care of the people who matter to me. It's real. And I get to feel that way because of you. So, thank you. Can't wait to see you again.
Oh, are you okay? You don't look so... You should get home and rest before it gets worse. Right now, Oh, sorry. This isn't the time to talk about... I suppose I can tell you. It's nothing important. Look at this flyer over the dark history of student-teacher romance. People are free to fall in love with who they want. There's nothing wrong with that. I can see why it would be a problem if it was between a teacher and a student. That doesn't give them the right to make fun of it like this. I'm going to write a letter of protest to the school people. Oh, I'll be alright on it. I'm going to do this by myself. Thank you, Senpai. There's one thing I've decided. It's not much. I'd like to continue on the student council for next year, too. It was because of you that I was able to change. I know that for a fact, and I never would have met you if I hadn't joined the student council. That's why I want to stay involved. At least, I hope I can. I want to be able to like myself more, and I want you to like me more, too. I want to be the first one you think of. That's what, I love you. What am I saying? I can't believe I said something like that at school. Well then, please excuse, but maybe next time we could go home together. I have so many places I'd like to see, and I want to visit each and every one of them with you.
Damn, I really wanted to see the. She loved. Shit. Yo, dude, you okay? Get this. After it, Mr. I mean, he's gonna spit that. Oh, I'm thinking. Excellent. We got electives to choose, so we've got to make sure we choose the. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry, man. I gotta split.
Sup, dude? What? I haven't had their special. Oh, come on! We're buds! Well, anyways, I got called into Miss Toriyumi's office again. She asked me what I was planning to do after April. Dude, like I was trying to play it off, but then she got all worked up and gave me one hell of a lecture. It's just me? Or she gotten way more serious than before? Tomochika was saying that you can't even bribe her with cake anymore. Oh, hey, did you hear from Tomochika about the new teachers coming in April? Apparently they're all. You have no idea how stoked he was. Honestly, I was getting major second. Well, none of that really matters to me. I already got a special I did have a special I'm not making this up or anything. I wouldn't tell such a pathetic lie to try and look cool. I just thought that. Have I forgotten something important? Something I never should have sorry, man. Something's been. I just. But.
Can we? You look like you're not feeling well. Sorry to bother you at a time like this. Hey, sorry for calling you out. It's about my mom. I want you to meet her. I mean, not in a weird way. It's just that I promised to meet up with her, but I'm still kind of scared. If I see her, I might end up saying some really nasty. Things. What if we end up hurting each other even more? I'm not trying to make her. I haven't fully sorted out my field, but I do want to see her. I think. That's why I thought it'd be great if you could be there with me. You don't have. It's just that I'd feel more confident having you around. With you by my side, I think I could treat. So if it's not too much trouble, What do you think? You'll do it? Okay, I'll call her up right away. I've been putting this off. Sorry to wrap you up in my family. Hey, you must be thinking your life would be easier if I didn't have so many problems. What? Are you saying you actually like my Hey, don't worry about it. I was just joking, okay? Jeez. You know, it's almost spring break. It all went by so fast. We're gonna be 30 years, and after that, we'll graduate and go to college and then become working at... Wow. It's hard to imagine. Do you think... Yeah, I think so too. Well, let's talk about the near... Wanna go somewhere over spring break? Oh, how about testing? But just the two of us, okay? You better not invite... Like, if we stay the night. I wonder if anyone at the dorms would notice if the two of us disappear. That's an embarrassing. We can talk more about it. Don't forget to save some time during spring break, okay?
Oh. Oh. Dude, go home and get some rest, man. Good health is the most important part of training. We're still signed up for the spring tournament. You slack off, I'm gonna leave you in the... Man, I had everyone... Well, the Miyamoto family has a saying for times like these. Nothing, just you watch. Next run I...
Oh, it's you? By the way, no one even talks about the sick. For everyone except me, it was a minor, easy. But I don't, and I won't forget you either. Thanks again. Whoop.
What's the matter? You don't look... Are you tired? Try not to overdo it. I'm sorry. I should try not to call you that. And if you don't mind, could we have a little chat someplace else? I have some business to take care of later on, but I'd like to talk with you until then. Thank you. In that case, why don't we go to the... I'd like to see it one last... This room feels so nostalgic. Even though the entrance exams have only kept me away for... The results haven't been posted yet. But if that's the case, then this spring I'll formally become a... And that means I'll no longer be seeing this view. Unfortunately, I don't have much time to spare today. The Kirijo group may appear strong, but it's actually rather frail. Collapse at any time. I have to keep it together. course. In fact, there's something. Who else is going to help me clear my head when I need a change of pace? It's thanks to you that I learned to feel comfortable in my own skin, beyond my identity as a curator. Before long, I'll be taking my leave from the dorm as well. I've begun packing up my things, but my books, my clothes, my photos. It's been a short but eventful 3 years. Especially the year that you... Whenever we spoke or passed each other in the dorm, I never knew I had these emotions just waiting to be given permission to be felt. I wonder what would have become of me if you hadn't transferred to this school. If I hadn't met you, would I have gone through with the arranged, or would I have gotten on my motorcycle and left it all behind? Fate is a mysterious thing. Well, there's no point in dwelling on the past. There are things that need to be done for the future of the Kirijo group, as well as my own. And for your future as well. You know what I mean. Come introduce yourself to the heads of the family sometime. I'd just like them to know who you are. Well, it's almost time. I'd love to see you back at the dorm, but I'll be out late tonight. Just the two of us? Who else will lend me their shoulder when I need? You're the only one who can do this. Go on. Try and name someone who could... Was that a bit much? Well, now you know how serious... I need you in my life. Well, we'll see. Now...
Anyway, you've been different lately. You're looking more and more like a Your lesson the other day really caught my eye. It seems I've never seen you so passionate about teaching before. It's unparalleled.
Unparalleled? Well, yes, I have been studying while making preparations lately. Things like how to best communicate the lessons I'm looking to teach. I guess it does seem kind of out of the blue, huh? The thing is, I've decided to stop wasting my time only looking...
How wonderful! I'm impressed by your change of heart. What?
Well, when I was just goofing off one week after that, I took a closer look. That person... Wait, they were real, right?
Yes, I understand. I myself once had a similar epiphany. Now that I think about it, I met my darling husband thanks to a destiny called...
Destiny called fate? Isn't that a bit redundant? Besides, you should be careful what you say to a single woman. Anyway, if you... Oh, is everything okay? Do you need... You don't look well. Maybe you should... Wait. What? Huh? This...
Now, mister. No, That's... I read downward. Love you. My, what a charming confession of love. Did you make this?
Your girlfriend? Never. Why do you have this screen? Oh, don't tell me you got it online. The only. No, it couldn't be. There's no. Are you kidding? No!
Calm down, Mr. Yumi. Help! Someone come.
Don't tell me. You're Tatsuya. I said all that to you. Oh, no. No. This can't be happening. I quit this school. I'm leaving. I'm never coming back. Oh, I can't live with this. Just kill me now. So, you say something? Gee, this is so... Ugh. But there was one thing I wanted to say. If we ever met. I was able to turn my life around thanks to you. So, thank you. Wipe that smile off your face, or I'll wipe it off for you with my fist. Anyway, if you don't, maybe we could go to hell with this.
It's quite rare for us to bump into each other here, eh? I guess it's because I usually go straight to practice. But today, I felt like looking around the school before. After all, this is my last day here. The days flew by in the blink of an eye. But at the same time, it felt like this year would last for an eternity. I've dedicated all 3 years of high school to boxing, and nothing else. Was there really nothing else? Never mind. I guess hanging out with everyone at the dorm counts as something. We had some good time. If we hadn't lived in the same dorm, we might have never met each other. It's hard to imagine. I'll be leaving the dorm, but that doesn't change the fact that I'll always be your sim. If you ever run into trouble, you can tag me in. Whatever happens, I'm on your side. Do you remember Shinji? I mean Aragaki. Shinji was supposed to graduate with me. I still can't believe that he was dragged into that incident.
Senpai, I'm glad I found you. It was kind of nerve-wracking to come to the high school camp. Anyway, I'm here to drop off something Sonata-san. He's usually so put together, but sometimes he can be just a little scatterbrained. Oh, speaking of do you remember someone named Aragaki-san? I didn't really talk with him all that much. But whenever he crosses my... I feel this ache in my chest. And unbearably sad. It's as if I've forgotten something, though... I'm not sure what. I get the feeling that there was something I had to do. I just don't know what it is or why I feel this way. Oh, sorry about that. You're really easy to talk to, so I kept going on and on. I appreciate that you always listen to what I have to say, though, Senpai. You even went with me to buy tea, and you don't treat me like I'm just... So, still just a kid, aren't I? I wish there was a... No matter how grown up I try to act, people still end up protecting. There's always someone sheltered. I wonder if I'll ever be strong enough to protect someone else.
Aren't you the boy who used to talk? He actually called here trying to reach you. Seems like he was wondering how you were doing. Come to think of it, I think he... What was it he said? Hey, don't give me that look. Just hang on a second. Found it. Here you go. I actually wrote it all down. Didn't think I had it in me, did? Let's see. Oh man, the handwriting is awful.
I found my wife and son. My son's still a good-for-nothing punk, and my wife is frigid as usual. She's like an old witch. What do you want? I'm on the phone. Hey, don't... Lots happened, but I apologized 1,000 times, and I worked to make things right. I guess you could say we fell in love all over again. I realized, instead of holding on to my pride, I needed to just suck it up and apologize. It's all thanks to you. Well, you take care, kid. If it's meant to be, we'll see each other again.
That's the gist of it. I'm pretty sure I got everything he said. Oh, and don't bother asking for a number. He didn't say. But like he said, you'll see him again if it's meant to be. Don't they say, like, fate lies in God's hands or something? Oh, wait, that'd be Buddha. Anyways, that's that. If fate does bring you two back together, why don't you come party over here again? The monk left you a bottle tag, didn't he? Yeah, I'd give you the... How many years will it be until you're old enough to drink? Well, I'll save it specially... Until then, make sure you stick to soft drinks.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hey.
It's you, right? I'm Maiko's father. Do you have a minute to talk? I've been dwelling a little on what happened. Perfect. If you don't mind, let's take a walk down to the takoyaki. The food there sure is good. When I see this place, I remember all the times I'd come here with Maiko. She came here when she ran away from home, too. She really loved the takoyaki. She's a good girl. She's so good that I wonder if she's really my own child sometime. She actually sent me a letter recently. It's chock full of details about her new life. She said she's made a lot of friends. Let's see. She's in charge of the rabbits at her new school and has had to get up early to clean the cages. They scolded her for forgetting her PE uniform. She forgot her homework and had to copy a friend. I guess she can be a bit absent-minded. I never knew that. Oh, and she did so well on her recorder test that she was asked to perform in front. Then she went on to talk about how she plays at the park by the school with her friends every day. Her mother's doing well, too. They're having a lot of fun together. Having fun. Must be nice. Nowadays, I just come home to an empty house. The rooms feel so big without those two. I wonder if she feels the same way. Living in a home with no father in it. We put her through so much because of our own problems. I feel terrible. By the way, I've actually got a bone to pick with you. Maiko must have really liked you, huh? She wrote all about it.
I can't wait to grow up. That's why I'm drinking lots of milk. I'm going to marry him someday.
What the hell is that about, you little punk? You were taking advantage of my little Maiko, weren't you? Maybe I haven't been the best dad, but I'm still her father, damn it. And I'm not letting a guy like you touch my daughter with a 10-foot... I'll never let you marry her. And don't you forget it!
I heard he had a hand in the hidden menu at Hagakure.
Oh, yes. I've heard the same story. They say he tried a bite of some. Then he said it could use some fish flakes. So they put some in, and sure enough, it was delicious. Now it's an item on our hidden menu. I'm a big fan of it myself. I had him come up with some ideas for Wakatsu, too.
Yes, he's the one. Suemitsu-kun put our coffee on the map. Sure, his appearance and behavior are... how should I say this? But he knows everything about food, and his palate is refined. He's in a league of his own among gourmands. There's not a restaurateur around here who doesn't know him.
Is he that famous? So when you heard he was planning to leave to tour the country...
I was shocked and disappointed, of course, but I'm glad to hear he's doing well for himself. I hear he's got a book coming out. It's very exciting. Even when he's far away, I can still feel him. Wait, don't run that.
Are the rumors about a King Suemitsu statue being built in this shop?
Oh, yes. I can't wait. I'll be rubbing it every day for good.
Oh, are you a student from the area? Are you familiar with a high school student known as the Huh? But I'd heard he wasn't interested in it. Unless you mean you know him in the same way everyone else. Thanks for your time. I'd love a chance to meet him myself.
Well, look who it is. It's been a while. You've grown so much since the last time I saw you.
Now, dear. They don't grow that fast. What must have happened is that we shrank. Isn't that right?
Oh, is that how it is? Looks like you got one over on me. Say, you know our old shop here, Bookworms? I'm thinking it's due for a makeover. Something fresh, avant-garde. I can't let Gekukan's new school building hog the Ain't it? I'll hash out some plans with my dear and make this place even better.
Speaking of the new school building, they've decided to replant the It'll be moved to a special location on a hill overlooking. Our dear boy will be able to watch over those students for many more years to come. I know the tree isn't actually our son, and yet this makes me feel so.
Ever since my dear heard the news, she's turned into a leaky faucet. Come on, give me a smile. Go-go-go-go-gaga.
Please, dear. I think your dentures are falling out. Anyhow, we'll be supporting the Gekukan students with renewed strength in our heart. Looking at you again, you really did grow, didn't you? You've overcome great hardships, I can tell. Come back and visit us anytime. We'd always love to see you.
If we can get that young man to spread the word at Gekukan, there'll be no end to our... Not a bad idea.
Come now. Don't make him do our work for us.
You don't have to put it like that. Besides, what are grandchildren for?
Oh, you... Hello there. Oh, are you...
Oh, excuse me. I should have introduced myself first. I'm Miss Akinari's mother. My son talked about you a lot. I was just thinking about him. If you have time, would you like to stay and talk for... That's wonderful. Please, sit down. Today is... What a coincidence, seeing you today. It must be another one of God's whims. Today is my son's, Akinari's, birthday. He'd be 20 if he was still alive. Only 19 years. It was too soon. He was almost an adult, but he never made it. Akinari had a genetic disease. I'm completely healthy, but him... The doctors detected it when he was born. They knew he wouldn't live to see adulthood. Every day, I worried whether he'd wake up the next morning. I blamed myself for what... But he said something to me near the end. I'm sorry to have brought so much pain into your life, Mother. I'm glad that I was born into this world. I'm glad to have been your son. Thank you for the life you've given me. He suffered so much, and yet he still said that to me. But Akinari brought me so much, feeling his warmth as I carried him in my arms after he was born. Those tiny hands, hearing his breathing as he slept at night. Every day, I was so grateful he was alive. Every day. Now, I'm so alone. But my boy gave me so much. I have to keep going, looking straight ahead. I'll eat the finest foods. Visit the most exotic. I'll do everything. Absolutely. I'll have so many stories to tell him about the things I've on that day. When we meet again on the others, if I didn't have that to look forward to. That reminds me. When my son's condition worsened, but when I was cleaning out his room, he said he wanted you to be the first one to see it. Then he laughed and said I would be second. I suppose. What? I'm so glad. It was awful to think that he wasn't able to finish his project. Oh, you should hold on to his notebook. I'll hear the story from him directly. Now I have one more thing to look forward. I'm glad I could finally. Before I go, take good care of the ones you hold dear. If you wait until their day comes, it's too late. Clinging to the... Everyone who's born will die someday. Not just Akinari, or me, or... So before... It doesn't take a grand gesture. You don't have to make a big production of it. If you love someone, we all go through life with the same struggles. We should all lift each other up with the same love and kindness as well. I'm sure you have something precious you can share with me. Don't ever forget it.
Coming up next, a special report on the Amazing Commodities Corporation, producer of Tanaka's amazing... President Tanaka has made an undisclosed private expenditure that caused... With us is our reporter live on...
I'm reporting from the Amazing Commodities head office. Word has it that President Tanaka will be coming out shortly to make the tension in the air is thick.
Thank you. We'll be looking forward to updates. The unaccounted for expenditure has sparked a massive investigation. Some
Oh, no question. This is President Tanaka we're talking. All he cares about is lining his own pockets. And he does it by swindling his own view. He could become the richest man on the planet, and why doesn't he donate some of that money for a change?
Well, I'm sure he's not as bad as all that. Oh, this just in. Something's happened at the scene.
President Tanaka? He's carrying a microphone.
Ready to go? In your TV? Tanaka's commodity! Everybody's ultimate friend and group. Hi, everyone! Amazing commodity. We have a monopoly on the cheapest, highest quality goods. Our stocks rise so high they're a hazard to birds. And we make losers every day out of... We're the only miracle left in this sad, desolate world. We look forward to your business.
Oh. What the hell are you doing? You call yourself... If you can't get one lousy comment out of him, you're just giving him...
We'll have to interrupt you there as we've just... It's from... Hi, this is Tanaka. And what's in my pocketbook is my... It's not my company's money. So what's it to them how I use it? But let me make one thing clear. I am not ashamed of a single... My conscience is clear, dear viewers. So buy my... Amazing Commodities, Here for you year-round, rain or shine. Buy now, or you'll miss. Bye-bye. Apparently, he had no intent.
Does he have no shame? Just because he's made some money for himself doesn't mean that... On behalf of the people, I have something to say, and fat pigs like him who gorge themselves on the...
Yes, thank you very much. With no clues as to the utilization of said funds, we can only hope that they went to humanitarian. Next up, your daily. This just in. We have reports that amazing commodity.
It's me. May I please come in?
Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm sorry to show up so, but I really needed to talk to you. I remember everything. It seems like everyone else has forgotten. But I remember that day. I'm sorry. It's just that when I remember, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away, like you did during the last battle. Today is graduation day. I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. The weather is so nice outside. Do you remember where we all promised to meet? Why don't we go ahead and wait for the others? We can enjoy the peaceful view of the city.
The time to party has finally come. This is our last day together. We want the third-year class to know that we're truly proud of you. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and success. On this momentous occasion, I bid you all a fond farewell on behalf of the student body.
Next, a word from the from Class D. Meets...
Thank you.
Run.
This past year, I accepted an important responsibility as Student Council President.
Oh, good Lord. Anoka and the princess!
When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. It must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of the... As many of you know, my father He unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness.
Son, I promise you this. I will give you the best criminal defense that money can buy.
Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble into speech.
It's a big day. It must be tough to talk about her father.
I remember now. That's right. After my father died, there was a time I lost motivation to live my life.
Am I forgetting something?
Sonata-senpai? What are you doing?
Kuromaru!
But no longer. I shall honor my father's will. I won't run from the future. I'll face it head on. Not a single doubt remains in my mind. And the reason...
I promise.
Mitsuru.
That's right! It's because I have forged such wonderful friendships. And we swore that we would never lose hope, no matter what the future may bring.
Senpai! We remembered him, and Aigis.
Yes, I did as well. Let's go. They're waiting.
Hello? This is a ceremony. We're not done.
The wind. It feels so nice. I admit, I'm finally noticing the beauty of spring. It's wonderful. And yet, without exception, each and every season will come to an end. We fought side by side. We faced the world's end. And now, I'm finally beginning to understand what it was I'd been searching for. I always wondered what it really meant to live. Now I think it's following your heart, fighting for what you can change, and accepting the things you can't. Nothing on this earth lasts forever. Every life will one day fizzle out. That holds true for all of us, and as soon as you come to terms with it, you realize something. You see what really matters, and find out what it is that gives your life meaning. When I learned that I wasn't strong enough, I was tormented by it. Now I understand why. Protecting others is the duty I was given. But to me, it was more than an obligation. At some point, it became something I wanted to do for myself. Once I decided to try and prevent the fall, something inside me clicked. When I thought about how I might never see you again, that's when I first understood what mattered to me the most. And so, I made up my mind. What I want is to protect you from now until the end of time. I want to stay by your side. And I know I'm not the only one out there who could do this. But still, I want to.
that for you, then nothing's a waste. My life will have meaning. So, thank you. Sorry. What's gotten into me? It's good. I finally found a reason to live. So why am I... They're here. I see it now. I have friends. We support each other through thick and thin. Not everything needs to be for some greater purpose. Just caring about someone can be enough. That's all we need to give our lives meaning. As for me, I found my path. And that's to protect you with my life. Thank you so much for everything. You must be tired. Go ahead and rest now. I'll be right here. I won't be going anywhere. In a moment, the others will be joining us. It'll be okay. I'm right by your side, here to protect you forevermore.